You've paid taxes, you've mowed the lawn, repaired the roof, and treated the property like your own for decades. But the title still isn't in your name. So what rights do you actually have? Let's look at 3 key questions. What is adverse possession, and how does it work in Iowa? Do property taxes and long-term care give you any ownership rights? What steps do you need to claim legal title? I'm Kevin O'Flaherty from O'Flaherty Law. This kind of situation comes up more than you'd think. Someone living on, maintaining, or improving a property for years without formal ownership. And while it's not as simple as finders keepers, Iowa law does offer a legal path to ownership through a concept called adverse possession. So what is adverse possession? In short, it's a legal doctrine that allows someone to become the rightful owner of a property after meeting specific conditions for a certain number of years. In Iowa, that period is typically 10 years or more, and it only works if you meet every required element. Let's walk through those. You'll need to prove actual physical possession, meaning you've lived on or used the property like an owner would, continuous and uninterrupted use for at least 10 years, hostile use, meaning your use wasn't with the owner's permission, open and notorious possession, has to be obvious to your neighbors and the public that you're treating it as your own, exclusive possession, you've been the only one using it, and in many cases you'll also need to show that you've paid property taxes. Now, having the deed or the homeowner's blessing from 20 years ago can help, but informal agreements often don't hold up in court unless they're documented and followed through legally. That's where something called color of title might come in. If you believed you owned the property based on faulty paperwork, that may strengthen your adverse possession claim. So how do you actually start the process? You'll need to file a quiet title action in the county where the property is located. You'll present evidence, like tax records, receipts, photos, and witness testimony to show that you've met all the legal requirements. If the court agrees, it can grant you a judgment that officially transfers ownership to you. But remember, adverse possession is a strict standard. If at any point the true owner gave you permission, like allowing you to live there or maintain it, that breaks the hostile use requirement. And if someone else was also using the property, you may not qualify for exclusive use. Need help deciding whether you have a strong case for adverse possession in Iowa? Reach out to us at O'Flaherty Law. We'll review your situation and help you take the right legal steps to protect your rights, and possibly secure ownership of the property you've been caring for all these years. If you found this helpful, check out the next video on screen. It covers another real-world legal question just like this one. Until next time, take care.